Hey there, Vault Dweller. I've heard all about the plans for that Vault 79 raid of yours, so I'll spare you the time and tell you I'm in. All that sweet, sweet gold is as good as ours. And you've done a good job with that, haven't you? Don't worry, you were plenty careful. But old Johnny's got his ways. Let me lay it out for you. There's a reason Meg wants me on this job. She believes we're gonna run into people down there. If 79's anything like Vault 76, there are living, breathing people inside just waiting for their vault to open up. And if these people are anything like you and your little friends, they'll be naive and easy as pie to manipulate into giving us whatever we want. No offense, of course. Hey, catch? It's not a catch so much as it is a business deal. Before I sign on for your vault raid, I need you to do something for me. You've got the kind of skills I need to help pull off a very important job. Glad you asked. Simple answer, it's a two-person job. So here's what's what. I used to run jobs with my partner, Hal. Hal's a dear old friend. Known him since before the war. Hal and I went our separate ways when I joined up with Meg's crew. Now he's being held as a slave by a group of unsavory hooligans out by Watoga. And being forced to do who knows what. I got a plan to free him. All right. I knew you'd be on board. So, these guys run an arena in what used to be the Watoga Civic Center. People fight for riches, food, supplies, whatever they're willing to bet. Half the competitors are slaves, and their masters are betting on them. Others are just people trying to make their fortune. Not quite, but close. I want to pass you off as my slave. I'll make a deal to sell you to Hal's master after you win the competition that will rig in your favor. Once you get into the slave quarters, you and Hal will break out and rendezvous with me. Any questions? As you should. That is a bit of an unknown, so it's mostly gonna be on you to figure out. See, luckily after the competition, the place tends to clear out pretty fast, so you'll only have like a few guards to deal with. They're nothing special, so whichever direction you choose to go, I think you'll be able to handle it. Of course, I'll help where I can. It seems to change from time to time. But I got word that the next competition is your standard arena battle. You versus whatever feral ghouls and other creatures they've dug up. The first prize goes to whichever combatant clears them out fastest. Fair enough. I know it sounds insane, but trust me, I've pulled off much more complicated and dangerous cons. This is nothing. If you stick with me and do what I tell you, it'll go smooth as pre-war butter. I'll be doing all the heavy lifting. You will. I'm gonna rig the competition in your favor, so there's no way you'll lose. Now, on the off chance you somehow fail, I won't be happy, but we'll have to improvise. think of this as a trial run for the vault job. It'll let me know how much I can trust you. All right, so here's how it'll go down. Meet me at the Watoga Civic Center, and I'll do some legwork before you get there. You'll want to slip in the back entrance. I'll be waiting, in character. We'll get you into the competition, and I'll go over the final details with you once I know more. See you there, partner.
Welcome to the Watoga Civic Center, the future of events.
Keep quiet and let me do the talking from now. Follow me, and remember, you're my slave.
Oh, there you are. Well, hurry along then, we're late. You're lucky I didn't feed you to the Mylux when I had the chance.
Hey, your slave doesn't have his collar on. You better take him inside and fix that quick before he does something you'll regret.
No worries, old chap. I've got it right here. Poor thing's got the trots, he does. Had to go round the back way so he could do his duty outside before entering. Like the proper scum he is. Should be all empty now. What do you have to say for yourself, slave? Good, because it'll be the end of you if you do.
Just make sure he doesn't make a mess, because I'm the one who's got to clean it up. And get that stinking collar on him.
Oi! You heard the nice bloke. Come over here, so I can put this collar around your scrawny neck.
Hey, thanks for playing it cool. I signed you up as an alternate to get you into today's match. So you'll go in if one of the current fighters loses before the match is over. I have a good feeling that's gonna happen, if you're picking up what I'm putting down. Now, if you screw up and they try to detonate your collar, it's on to plan B. Kill everyone, save Hal, and make it out alive. Like it? It's a character I whipped up just in case. I don't want anyone here knowing who I am or tracing it back to the crater. So instead, I'm
Reginald B. Humphreys, from jolly old England, mate. Got stuck in DC when the airplane stopped running and couldn't make it back across the pond.
It's a deterrent in case a fighter tries to escape or turns on the audience, or in the case of today's match, if they end a round in last place. It's designed to blow up at the push of a button, taking your neck with it. But don't worry, I've replaced yours with a dud collar. I picked it up last time I was here and removed the explosives. While you're down here, I'll work my magic in the stands, doing recon and making deals. There are 3 rounds. You'll need to fend off whatever they throw at you. Between each round, I'll come back here for a pep talk, and we'll discuss our various options. I'm counting on you to come in first. Don't let me down.
All right, septic survivor. Get out there when they call you, and don't let me down. I've got a lot of caps riding on you.
Wait your turn. I promise you'll get the opportunity to die soon enough. Hey, that's you. Get out there.
People out there seem impressed. Keep it up, and this'll be a piece of cake. Okay, listen up. I found a couple ways we can tip the scale in our favor. Now, Nuclear Don was using some strange new blend of chems to give himself an edge. And now that he's dead, we can steal it. Use it ourselves. Now, I also discovered a powerful turret system built into the arena. I bet I can hack it and turn it against your targets in the ring. You got it. Based on what I heard, this shouldn't arouse suspicion because malfunctions happen all the time with their system.
job, septic survivor. But you're gonna need to do better than that to win the final round. Second place is now last place.
After you win, I'll come meet you down on the arena floor, where we'll go over the final plans. Then you're on your own. Oh, I also found some new information we can use to our advantage, if you so choose. Now, I'm certain I can convince Maximum Maddie to throw the round if I tell her I'll disable her collar and buy her freedom. So what kind of help do you want from me this round? A sure thing. Maddie's anxious and focused on self-preservation. She'll be an easy con. Look, it's unfortunate what happens to the losers here. But Maddie deserves to die. I just need you to go talk to the guard and distract him while I do it. You cool with that, right? Oh, no, of course not. And I'm not actually going to disable her collar. No, she'll pop like the others. Don't worry, though. She deserves it. She was exiled and sold into slavery because she killed kids and ate them. Real nasty stuff. Good. Go do your thing and I'll do mine.
Stand down, slave. It'd be a shame if you were to get injured before your next fight. You know, slaves are supposed to keep to themselves and shut the hell up. But, what the heck. You're right. I'm bored as shit down here. What do you want to know? Hell if I know. I might have been 2 years old at the time. This world is all I've ever known. Nah, parents are dead. Died when I was 14 before I joined up with Sargento. Never had any brothers or sisters. No wife, no kids. I only have to worry about myself. This whole thing's pretty new, so there's not much, but... Oh, this huge Yaoguai starts riding it around. It's thrashing around, trying to get at her, but she pulls out this length of rusty barbed wire and saws its damn head off. Then she tosses it in Sargento's lap and spits at his feet. Oh, the most badass thing I've ever seen. She left with her prize and never came back. Too bad. Yeah, funny story. I ran into Sargento and his gang out in the capital wasteland. I was just a scrappy kid at the time, and I stole cans of food from him. Got caught, and wound up in a fist fight with the boss man himself. I decked him hard with a sucker punch, but he laughed it off, and offered me a job as a caravan guard. When we settled here, I just kept at it. Only now, instead of keeping jerks away, I keep them in. Glenn. Yeah, I never liked it. But I never had the heart to change it, even though everyone else around here changed theirs after civilization fell. Yeah, sure.
gonna happen now. Sargento will offer you a drink from the winner's cup. It's laced with a heavy sedative to knock you out and counter the adrenaline, in case you were to try something stupid. Here's a key. Keep it hidden. After you and Hal bust... Hey, we don't have time to mess around. Okay, look. Sargento's coming. He already wants to buy you, so other than the formalities, it's a done deal. Any questions? It's what I do. Now you understand why Meg keeps me around. Alrighty.
Time to get back into character, then. Oi, Sargento.
Reggie, my friend. Your fighters perform just as well as you said. There's a lot of profit to be made on a prime killer like this.
Sure you want to give him up? Yeah, mate. I'm chuffed. But I'm looking to move on out. And I think he's better served here with you.
Yeah, I get it. Gotta fetch a good price while you still can. Anything else I should know about this one?
Bit dim and may smell like a well-used loo. But that's the worst of it.
Ah, hey, you're a good one, Reg. You got yourself a deal. And we'll settle up after I put him with my others. All right, my new slave. Time to celebrate with a drink from the winner's cup. Bottoms up.
New guy, huh? Hope you last longer than the last one. I am. It's a little strange you know that. It's probably better if you didn't know. Unrelated side note, stick to the gruel they give you. Stay away from the meat.
Wait, Johnny?
I'm surprised he'd come to save me. That's great. What's the plan? Not the most elegant solution, but between the two of us, I think we can manage. The guard shift's usually pretty light about now. Once you make a move, I'll be right behind you. Johnny! How the heck are you? Thanks for busting me out of there.
Hal. My man. You look like hell. And it suits you. Because that's exactly where you're going. Hey. Thanks, Vault Dweller. You do. Sorry for misleading you, but if you knew I was only coming here to kill Hal, you probably wouldn't have come along. Hal ripped me off. On our last job, he took way more than his fair share of the cut. Then lied about it. By the time I found out, he had decided to part ways under the guise of not wanting to settle down at the crater. I needed to send a message that no one pulls a fast one on Gentleman Johnny Weston. Not even my best friend Hal. It was purely personal. Hal crossed me, I had to be the one to do him in. Not some two-bit wannabe Roman emperor like Sargento. Easy. Don't ever try to pull any shit with me like Hal did. And you'll never have to worry about me pulling a trigger in your face. In this business, you gotta be cold. Look at it this way. All at once, I got my revenge and saved him from a lifetime of servitude. Think of it as a small mercy. Okay. Before we go, there's one small matter we should discuss. I want you to tell Meg I get a 50% cut of the gang's share of the vault loot. Or I walk. Meg knows she needs me. So now you get to decide whether I'm worth it, or if we call this whole thing off. All right, you drive a hard bargain. 25% it is. Back to the crater then, shall we?